Today I'm going to show you how to do a half moon manicure. Really easy. It's sort of become my signature manicure nail paint of the moment. Apologies this doesn't look great because I've done it with my left hand on my right, but when you have done this it should look something like this. So you'll notice that the bit that is not painted is the lighter part of your nail. If you look very closely, I actually do it even more so. I accentuate that part a wee bit more. What you need for this, you can use just a regular nail varnish, but the brush is a bit more difficult to work with. So if you have a little nail art thing, you could use the nib, so to speak, of it, but it's harder to control. So if you can get one that has got the thin brush on it, that's better. I quite like contrasting the colours, so maybe picking one of these and then a nail varnish in a different colour, but for today I picked a similar colour. This is Bourjois, apparently anti-chalk, no chips, 10 days. Most expensive nail varnish I ever bought, and it's probably the one that chips the quickest, so it's not great. I don't like to badmouth anything, but it's just been my experience. However, I will say that it has got a nice shaped tip, and when you're doing sort of more precise nail art, it is pretty good in that sense. But if I was to make a video tomorrow just to show you my nails, more than likely they will be all chipped. So here we go. Let's hope this works. So first thing that you're going to do is you're going to draw on the little arch onto your nails. Okay, so I'll try and do it so that you can see. So you're just swooping around, and these brushes are particularly good because they do just swoop on their own. Usually I made that one a bit too big, so I'm just going down a little, and then just go around the other ones. Be careful you've not got too much paint on the brush, because that's what just happened with the last two. They're not quite as great because there was a little bit too much paint on the brush. Oh, also before you do this, make sure you've pushed your cuticles down a little bit, because it doesn't look very nice if you've got really high cuticles. Okay, so you'll obviously let this dry. I can't, because I'm being quick and naughty. And as I say, this isn't a great nail varnish, but the brush is good for being quite precise. And you can swoop it along the bottom as well, which is pretty good, because most other brushes, as I said, you can do it with other brushes. I have done it in the past, but you get a more clumpy look. It's not quite as defined if you do it with a bigger brush. I just think it makes painting your nails look a little bit more interesting if you've got this little bit at the bottom. And I think it's Dita Von Teese has a range of nails. I think they're press-on nails that you can get that have this half moon manicure. So I'm assuming it's maybe retro in some way, and I do like my retro. And it doesn't take much longer than if you were to paint your nails, your full nail. So there we have it. If I tilt it up a bit more so I can see if you can see. It just gives your nail a little something different, and it's really easy to do. You don't need a steady hand, especially if you're using that type of pen, because the swoop, you can just do it in one swooping motion. But even so, you can go back and correct it if you're particularly daring. You could pick another colour. For example, I've got a darker red that I could go over it again to make it stand out more, but you need to be careful. If you make a mistake there, it might be slightly harder to correct. So there you go, a really simple retro half moon manicure, and I really love experimenting with different colours with the half moon manicure. I did a really cool turquoise one, which was quite nice. It is limited on what colours you can get in the pen. I was really lucky this Christmas. I think people realise I quite like nail art, and I got 2 sets of nice nail art pens. So yeah, you're looking for ones, as I say, that have the brush on the end. Just a wee bit easier with a brush. So I hope that was helpful, and enjoy painting your nails.